Good morning, folks. Eric here, tag Dropout. This is August 29th, 2022. And I'm not playing on my phone here. I'm just setting a timer. Make sure we get that the right amount of time. Okay, so what's news today? Well, I have great news. Finally, my wife corrected me. I was thinking this was day 13, but this is day 12. I finally had a bowel movement. Yay! So, and you might think I'm wearing brown in honor of that, but this is just coincidence. I mean, this is super important. It's been over a week since I started carnivore and no bowel movement. And what could I say made the difference? Possibly that I started taking Betaine hydrochloride, and possibly because I had apple cider vinegar diluted in water before I went to bed last night, and when I woke up, and possibly because I've been eating hot and spicy food. But I don't know. I can't really tell you for sure. But all I know is I emptied my guts out this morning and I feel great. Me and my wife went for our normal Thursday walk around the block. And she said, "You want to go a little bit further?" I was like, "Sure." So we went one block further down. And let me tell you, we saw dogs. And usually there's dogs barking at us and stuff. But there were no dogs barking at us today, praise God. And it was about, 6:30 in the morning, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. It was basically right after sunup. We try to get that out of the way so that we can then go on about our day and do other things. Well, some interesting developments with my first Canva book that I've been building. By Canva book, I mean a book that I'm creating in Canva. So as I said, I was following a tutorial on doing Amazon KDP by a guy named Sean Dowlett, I think. Let me verify that real quick. It's important to know who you're referencing. His name is Sean Dowlett, like a wet doll, but backwards. So anyway, yeah, so I've been following his tutorial, and I got to the point where he finished creating his journal. Well, his journal is just a cover page that says crap I forgot, crap I need to write down or I'll forget to remember, or something like that. And he wasn't really trying to put a lot of effort in it, but he was trying to show you the process and sort of a system to go publish a book for free using Canva. Now, the journal that he made was just lined pages. It didn't deal with page numbers or anything like that. So I started with what he had, and then I started making it into my own thing, which is a carnivore keto tracker journal. And what I discovered was that even with the pro version in Canva, there is no way to do automatic page numbers, which is really annoying if you have 100 or so pages. There's different things that could be done. You could create PDFs, and then you could merge PDFs in a free program like PDF Sam, where you can actually organize and arrange the PDFs however you want as far as order. You can order them however you want. And then you could export them, but you'd still have to figure out how to put page numbers in there. And it's possible, I don't remember if this is part of it, but it's possible that it's a default feature of Acrobat Pro that you can insert page numbers on PDFs, but just annoying. And the only way that they really had, besides manually going in and putting those in, was to create a spreadsheet, a CSV or what have you, where you basically write the numbers in one column and label that column L, and then label the other column R, and then label the numbers for the right side, and then like you stagger those, alternate those, or what have you, which is, again, really tedious in my opinion. I'm trying to have this book done by the end of next week. I still haven't got to the part about what you do next. Now, I watched the video 3 or 4 times to see if it was something that seemed feasible for me. And what I've noticed is, like everything that he's doing in Canva, I can do in Illustrator CS5, CS6 much, much, much faster. You know, with the character styles and whatnot. In Canva, you basically have to paste everything. You basically have to paste things into other things, and it doesn't always retain the same layout. For example, if you paste a 1-page, something from a 2-page document spread, right, the whole 2 pages, into a 1-page spread, it shrinks, it scales the 2-page spread down so that basically it's half its size. It's proportional, that's the good part. But if you don't have a frame on, you know, a border, then you have no way of knowing. Like, because if you have a border on your 2-page spread, then if you copy it into a 1-page spread and it shrinks it down, you can just drag and pull it out till the borders meet the edge of the frame, canvas or whatever. But if you have no border on there, you don't know exactly precisely where that goes. Again, tedious. InDesign makes it super easy. So if for my next book, what I probably will do is create it in InDesign. The one thing I will say about Canva is it has a lot of free images and stuff, free custom, let's see, clip art. It has free clip art that you can use, which is awesome. Yeah, so what else do I want to talk about? Canva also has AI built into it that will generate images for you. And I'm planning to try to use that to make my my coloring book. I think a coloring book, a biblical themed coloring book, is going to be the next thing I make. Because I have nieces and nephews, and I think my nephew will really dig that. Let's see. But like I said yesterday, basically I went around and collected the names of, I don't know, 7 or 8 different influencers in the carnivore space. I got, and so I started going through and putting different quotes. Oh, that's another thing. So another downfall of Canva is, from everything I've read and watched, there doesn't seem to be any way to mix multiple canvas sizes or page sizes or dimensions or what have you in the same document. Your only option really is to use Pro, and if you use Pro, the only thing you can do in there is manually resize your documents. Again, InDesign, it's a breeze, it's a snap. You could even do it in Illustrator if that was your preference. Of course, Illustrator isn't as good with text manipulation as InDesign is, because InDesign is a document layout program. All right, so just give you a quick preview. You don't need to be able to see the words. I still haven't figured out how to keep my camera on my laptop from flipping the words. But basically, so I'm using a sort of pink one here, and I added in, this is so you can write the week number. So I'm not sure how many weeks. It's, yeah, about 8 to 9 weeks is what the tracker will be tracking. So it's basically going to be 60 days. I'm not trying to go too super overboard. I'm just trying to stay within 120 pages, and we'll see how this book does. And if people like it, then I can make a new edition with updates and stuff, incorporating customer suggestions. But yeah, I think I got a good palette going, and I was thinking about doing a different color, maybe red. So I've got a sort of medium pink, light red color that's sort of meat color, and have that one, and then have this pastel yellow manila color. And then I was thinking maybe I could have other colors, maybe a brown, sort of a pastel brown. But it might be better just for now to just alternate so that I have only 2 different templates, the tan yellow and the light red. And so every other week it'll alternate between those, but it'll be a different symbol on it. One will be butter, one will be meat, one will be fish. But the fish one, it probably should have the background be light blue. So this is still coming to me as Holy Spirit is revealing to me what the final design will look like. Anyway, like I say, although I could go and do the page numbers in InDesign, I could just rebuild this whole document in InDesign. I'm not planning to do that. I'm trying to stick it out so that at the end I can say this was my experience doing it with Canva free only. And so this is just a preview, basically, of what my assessment is going to end up being and stuff like that. If you have any ideas or concepts you want to share, I'm all ears. Go ahead and put those in the comments below. It takes a lot of effort to make a well-designed book or document even. If you would just want to make something crappy and quick, you can do that, and some people have done that and sold. But I want to make something that actually I can buy, and me and my wife can use it to help track our stuff. One of the sections I want to have in there, maybe an appendix or something of references, will be like, here's some apps that you can use to track your calories and macro intake and stuff like that. Yeah, they say on Carnivore, you're really not concerned about calories as far as having too many calories. The biggest concern is making sure you get enough calories. So there's a website where you can calculate something called TDD or TEDD or something like that. My wife's got it, so I'll get that website from her, and I'll put that in the references section. Might also put a page with screenshots of the top influencers that I like in this space that you can reference, and possibly even a page with some of the top books, like somewhere between 4 and 6 of the top books. Put that in an appendix there. And then I have to figure out the front matter and the back matter. I wasn't really trying to make this like a full-blown book. I was trying to do as little effort as possible, but because I am a designer by nature, I I have to make it look good. So, but we're going to get it to a point, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to set up um, some deadlines going forward now that we have a good design concept. There's also going to be a page that describes, oh, there we go. There's also going to be a page that describes the sort of instructions, because my wife looked at it and things weren't obvious to her in some places. Like I have a other measurements section where you can track whatever you want to track, because that's what she said to do. And I had wavered between doing different things, and that was one of the options, and she said that was the one to go with. So um, she's usually right about those kinds of things, and she's a designer too. Um, anyway, so I will go ahead and end the video there. Thank you for joining me again on Tag Dropout channel and following my carnivore diet journey. I will get this uploaded as soon as possible, and this should be on here by the end of the day. Also, anybody who's left comments, I see that somebody left a comment. If it's not spam, I'll go ahead and reply to that pretty soon, probably within the next 2 days. This is Thursday. It's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, probably today or tomorrow, or possibly Saturday. But I'll try to get to it as soon as possible. What else? Thank you for joining me today. Remember to like and subscribe. If you enjoy this content, share it and give it a thumbs up. And God bless.